What has ayahuasca and mushrooms taught me to this point in my life? When it comes to psychedelics, DMT, mushrooms, ayahuasca, LSD, all of that stuff, what those things do to your brain and do to your state of awareness is expand you. When you do any form of psychedelic, it opens you up. It opens you up to a world beyond what you can physically see and feel with your five senses. It takes you beyond this world, because when you take psychedelics, it takes your mind and it alters it and rewires it to a point where you can be aware of your surroundings, of the energies, of the people, of the environment. Everything around you becomes heightened. Because when you take a psychedelic, you're tapping into an awareness that blocks all of the nonsense out and heightens all the energies. And what I mean by that is you could be walking down the street and you're seeing people, but you're not seeing them, you're seeing their energy. And you are aware of how that energy is flowing throughout that space. And as you do and gain more understanding of how psychedelics affect your awareness, your consciousness, and rewiring of your brain, you dig deeper and deeper into your sense of self. And when it comes to your sense of self, it comes down to you being connected to source. See, people have this idea that doing psychedelics is like, oh, I'm going to have like a trippy experience, like boom, 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 I'll be happy, I'll be this, I'll be that. But what people don't understand is that when you do a psychedelic, you're opening yourself up to the universe, to your guides, to your angels, to God, to connect in ways that people can't do every day. Because when you're at a heightened state of awareness, you then become aware and tapped into the universe. And the universe is vast and it is ever expanding. Because when we create in all types of different ways. And so when we do a psychedelic, we are opened up to all of those different ways that we have created. That's why there is no such thing as a bad trip, because we create our own experiences. You are opening yourself up to all those experiences that you have created, but you weren't aware that you were creating them because your state of consciousness was only tied to the 3D reality. And when you go beyond the 3D reality, you go beyond your current state of being, which is most people are in survival mode. When you go beyond survival mode, you expand in a way where you're connected. You start to understand the way that the world works and the way the world moves. Because everything is energy. And within that energy, there are different beings, angels, entities, like most people call it magic. But it's not magic. It is energy. Everything is energy. And when you're tapped into that energy, you tap into that magic. And you tap into things around you that help you navigate this world and this existence, like you were able to do before you got here. And so when you start to do that in your current state, you start to expand beyond your current state, which is this idea of being consciously aware of your environment. And the more you ask questions, the more that you dive into, the more that you read, the more that you listen to different ways of being, you then begin to expand internally. I started making content because I started to expand so much where I wanted to channel that energy into something where all I wanted to do was create all the time. And where I have been guided by you can call them angels, you can call them guides, you can call them beings, entities, whatever you want to call them. They have guided me to create. There was a point in time where I thought I was sick. I thought I was schizophrenic. I thought that there was something wrong with me because I was hearing voices. It's like, imagine being in a situation where you're down two different roads and you know which road is better, but you're choosing to do the other one. Everyone has those experiences in life where they're like, I should do this, but I kind of want to do this. I don't know. Well, imagine that voice that's telling you, no, we gonna do this. We got this. Come on, let's get it. Let's lock in. Is stronger than the voice telling you that you can't do anything, to doubt yourself. Well, the voice on the right side became much louder than the voice on the left side, and I thought I was losing my mind. It's like people were going to think I was weird. People were going to think there was something wrong with me. And so I hid that for a very, very long time because I thought there was something wrong. When in reality, my state of consciousness was just expanding to a point where I was tapped into other energies around me. And so when I got back from doing ayahuasca, and then I came back, and then I kept going on journeys, I kept expanding, realizing that it's not the brain that scientists are trying to study and figure out. It is not the brain, it is consciousness. Consciousness taps you into everything around you all at once. For you to be able to meet someone, see someone, feel someone in ways beyond what the brain can comprehend. Because as you expand and open yourself up, what you then do is gain more knowledge and awareness of other things that are going on for the effect of the 3D world to happen. Because the spiritual world is the cause and the 3D world is the effect. When you're actively tapped into source and you understand that cause, you don't question the effect. You don't blame other people for what is happening to you or what is going on with you, because you are causing that. You're having a bad experience because you are not tapped into source. You're not tapped into what is going on with you. So therefore you are blaming these external sources, because you are the start and you are the finish. And when you allow these journeys with these psychedelics to take you where you need to go, they ultimately give you what you need and what you want all at the same time. But most people aren't tapped into what they really need because they are so tapped into these external sources where they are ignoring what's happening internally. So mushrooms have taught me that there are no limits to what I can do, and that anything outside of me doesn't matter. Because how could that affect me when I know me, when I'm connected to source, when I am connected to my guides, to my angels, to God, to tell me, do this, move this is coming. And I can create content that displays just that.